Hi, and welcome to Mamotreco. Today I didn't really feel like appearing on camera, so instead you're getting some cool footage of a local venue. A few weeks ago I did a video about my photography over the past 20 years or so, and the gist of it basically was that I did a bunch of nightlife photography and concert photography back in the early 2000s, but then after that I stopped as I moved around and then focused my photography more on places, sort of everyday details and things, and less on people. Well, you'll never guess what happened after I released that video. Basically, I got invited to shoot a couple of events around town. One was at a record store and another one was at a vintage clothing store. So yeah, I thought I'd share the pictures even though I said, oh, I don't do that sort of photography anymore. So I used the Fujifilm X-T4 for all these shots with the 23mm and 50mm f2 lenses, and on those I had a white mist filter, which is why they look a bit bloomy and a bit dreamy. Funnily enough, that actually I think messed with the autofocus a little bit, but to be fair, it was also fairly low light conditions. Pretty happy with the results though. Definitely captured the vibe of the event. It was pretty chill. Some people brought in some pizza. There was basically a beverage company that was promoting the event, so there were free drinks and things. So yeah, pretty nice overall. Taking pictures in low light and also in a bit of a more fast-paced situation was a bit of an adjustment, but it was also very rewarding. I think my favorite shot was probably the one of the woman bringing in the pizza. That was spontaneous, and very happy that I got that. Alright, these shots now are from a different event in a vintage clothing store. I didn't use the white mist filters this time, and also I had acclimated a little bit to shooting in a more fast-paced environment and focusing on people. And frankly, I think I got a few more cool shots of people here, notably these two of one of the DJs. That was a lot of fun. Throughout these shots, I used mostly, I think, the classic negative film simulation. Very happy with this shot as well. People chatting, waiting to get their drinks. And the film simulations definitely served me well. And mostly classic negative, but also a bit of classic chrome in some of the shots there. I think that the Fujifilm X-T4 did very well throughout. Very happy with the results and with the lenses as well. So I don't know if I'm going to do more of these events. If more come up, I'm definitely down to shoot more of these events. It was lots of fun. It was great to interact with people, capture spontaneous moments. I think that's what it's all about. Add a bit of challenge, a little bit of dynamic sort of movement and just reaction. So that was very rewarding. So what I learned in these two events, photographing these two events, was to really set your camera up so that it gets out of the way, because you really have to be paying attention to what's happening and to be ready to capture that moment, to be present and interacting with people so you can get the photos that you want. Anyways, thank you for watching.